Hello, welcome to the series of lectures, physics. We have already discussed some concepts of electrostatic force, electrostatic field. We were successful to calculate electric field due to point charge, electric field due to distribution of charges, either it is linear distribution or surface distribution of charges. Now in this class we are in good position to discuss some good typical problems. Application of these force in different models, in different ways. Can you believe that? We shall study here this force will be responsible for the simple harmonic motion in a particular case with some approximation. After that we shall see the rotational motion concept, where the charge particle, force on the charge particle will be applied by the electric field itself. So in this condition, see how we are able to solve some problem and see some problems. Now we have we have a line charge. At this point a charge q is established, and here also charge q is established. So for the equilibrium condition, where should we place a third charge, third positive charge actually, so that the system will remain in equilibrium? So definitely this charge and this charge are equal in magnitude. So if we place the positive charge, here, let it be a small q, let this distance is L and this distance is also L. It should be, because these two charges are equal in magnitude. So definitely a third charge has to be placed in between them to maintain the equilibrium. So here these things are given to us. Now suppose, what is question tells, now suppose if this q charge is deviated by a small distance on this line, then find that this is an oscillation motion and also it's an example of simple harmonic motion. We have to consider that. But mind it that when we talk about the deviation, there must be a small deviation from its position. So if a small deviation is given to this charge q, a small q, because it is in equilibrium, this applies the equal force of this, but these forces are opposite in direction, so it maintains the equilibrium. But when it is deviated from its position, from the equilibrium position towards any side, this executes simple harmonic motion. That we have to prove it, how simple harmonic motion is maintained there. This is a very typical problem. We shall enjoy it. So let's consider that. Let's consider it is deviated by a small distance x. A small distance x here. So what will happen? Now the distance from there will be L plus x to this point, suppose this point. Now it is moved to this point, and there L minus x. So distance from these two charges is now L plus n and x minus s. Now see what will happen. Now see what will happen. When it is moved to this distance, what is the condition? Now see with this help. Now the particle Q is at here. It is your L plus X and it is your L minus X. Here Q is placed already. So this distance is greater than this. Suppose, so E, that is A point and this is B point. Let it be. This is suppose O point. So AO is greater than OB. So what's that? Coulomb's force due to A, F due to A, this point charge will be less than the F due to B इस चार्ज के कारण. अब जब यह फोर्स ज्यादा है तो ये इसका इक्विलिब्रियम पोजीशन था, दैट वाज इट्स इक्विलिब्रियम पोजीशन. नाउ दिस इज एक्स. तो अब ये क्यू बी चार्ज जो है वो इसको इस डायरेक्शन में रिपेल करेगा एंड ये इस डायरेक्शन में रिपेल करेगा. फोर्स तो यही होगा. तो दिस विल रिपेल मीन्स एफ ए विल एक्ट इन डायरेक्शन बट सिंस द एफ बी इज ग्रेटर इन मैग्नीट्यूड देन द एफ ए, so it will repel it in that particular direction. So when it will repel that particular direction, so now see what will happen. This is the position when particle is at here, x here, the net force will act towards this direction. So now the particle will return here. Here again the force is 0. Again the force is 0, but velocity will not remain 0. So the particle will move towards that direction, towards this direction. Now it will continue its motion. It continue its motion towards this direction. And if this is x, this is also x. So now here the velocity will become 0, v equals to 0. Here also v equals to 0. Here the velocity will become 0. Now at this point, you see that at this point when the particle will be at this point, now this will become L minus x and this will become L plus x. So this force applied by A will be greater here and it will move the particle to move towards that direction. So it will move again this. Here again it will reach, but velocity not equal to 0. Here velocity not equal to 0. Since the velocity not equal to 0, so it will move further again. So what this kind of motion is? This is the motion of SHM. Na? There is no any force acting on this particle. There are only two force acting on this small q. The force due to this charge placed at A and force due to this charge placed at B. So you can easily solve that. You can easily understand that this is the equation and in this way the particle will move. So starting from 0, if it is deviated to this point, suppose this point, and then it is released from that system. When it is released from that system, it will move towards its mean point. So that will be its mean point. That will be its mean point. That is the mean point. Here is the mean point. We have studied mean point, and around this mean point, this particle will be executing the simple harmonic motion. Will be executing the simple harmonic motion. Another way also included, I do not want to discuss more about that, because electrostatic force is conservative in nature. So when this particle is moved a distance of x, a potential energy is increased. And when it is released from that system, that particular potential energy is sufficient for it to take it to the mean position. But at the mean position, that particular potential energy will be converted to the kinetic energy. Here the potential energy of the particle will be 0 and the kinetic energy of the particle will be टोटल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी विल बी कन्वर्टेड टू काइनेटिक एनर्जी। मेरे कहने का मतलब है कि यदि आप एक्सिस को डिस्टर्ब कर देते हैं तो जैसे डिस्टर्ब कीजिएगा तो इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स जो वो कंजर्वेटिव इन नेचर है, ये कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स है। तो जब इस फोर्स यहां तक आएगा कि इस सिस्टम की पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इंक्रीज कर जाएगी। जब ये पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इंक्रीज कर जाएगी और यहां से सिस्टम को छोड़ा जाएगा तो ये पोटेंशियल एनर्जी सफिशियंट होगा इस पार्टिकल को इस पोजीशन तक लाने के लिए। लेकिन जब वह इस पोजीशन पे आएगा, इस मीन पोजीशन पे आएगा, इस मीन पोजीशन पे आने के बाद वो देखेगा कि ये पोटेंशियल एनर्जी क्या होगी, कन्वर्ट होगी। जैसे आप ग्रेविटी के अगेंस्ट वर्क करते हैं, ग्रेविटी के अगेंस्ट वर्क करते हैं, छोड़ देते हैं, क्या होता है, ये नीचे आता है, पोटेंशियल एनर्जी डिक्रीज करती है, लेकिन वो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी जाती कहां है, कन्वर्ट हो जाती है काइनेटिक एनर्जी में। तो यहां पे काइनेटिक एनर्जी जीरो नहीं होगी, भी जीरो नहीं होगी, और जब भी जीरो नहीं होगी उस पार्टिकल का, तो पार्टिकल आगे मूव करेगा। जैसे ही आगे मूव करेगा फिर इसकी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी क्या होती जाएगी, इंक्रीज करते चली जाएगी। और जब यह पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इंक्रीज करेगी एक टाइम पे ऐसा आएगा जब उसकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी जीरो हो जाएगी, और जब यह काइनेटिक एनर्जी जीरो होगी तो फिर यह पार्टिकल के पास पोटेंशियल एनर्जी है, और वह पोटेंशियल एनर्जी सफिशिएंट है उस सिस्टम को बैक टू द इक्विलिब्रियम लाने के लिए। वो जब इक्विलिब्रियम पे आएगा तो अपनी मीन पोजीशन पे पहुंच जाएगा, और जब अपनी मीन पोजीशन पे पहुंच जाएगा तो वो एसएचएम करते रहेगा। तो यहां पे सिर्फ एसएचएम को शो नहीं करना है कि एसएचएम मोशन होगा, दिखाना है कि किस तरीके से इसकी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी काइनेटिक एनर्जी में भी कन्वर्ट करती रहेगी और चलती रहेगी। तो यहां पे इस ढंग से v इक्वल्स टू जीरो, v इक्वल्स टू जीरो की मीन्स क्या कि काइनेटिक एनर्जी यहां क्या है, जीरो है। यहां भी काइनेटिक एनर्जी क्या है, इसकी जीरो है, और यहां भी जीरो नहीं है, मतलब काइनेटिक एनर्जी जीरो नहीं है लेकिन पोटेंशियल एनर्जी क्या है, जीरो है। इस पॉइंट पे पोटेंशियल एनर्जी जीरो होगी, तो इस तरह से काइनेटिक एनर्जी जीरो। यहां पे इस तरीके से आप इस मोशन को सोच सकते हैं कि सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन करेगा। अब इसको प्रूव करना है, ये तो मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेनेशन से बता दिया, अब इसको प्रूव करना है। तो देखिए क्या होगा कि एफ ए मीन्स इस पार्टिकल पे फोर्स कितना लगाएगा, देखिए 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट, Q means capital Q, small q, and r square. R square is what? L plus x का square. L plus x का square होगा। FB इस पार्टिकल पे कितना होगा, FB की जब बात करेंगे तो 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट Q इंटू Q बाई Q इंटू Q बाई L माइनस एक्स का स्क्वायर। यह दो फोर्स इस पार्टिकल को जब अपने सिस्टम से डेविएट करेगा तो यहां पे लगेगा। अब एक फोर्स इस पार्टिकल पे इस डायरेक्शन में लग रहा है और एक फोर्स इस डायरेक्शन में लग रहा है, तो नेट फोर्स ऑन दिस पार्टिकल, नेट फोर्स F जो होगा वह क्या होगा, एफ ए प्लस एफ बी का सम होगा, और ये दो अपोजिट इन डायरेक्शन है, तो इसका जो फोर्स का वैल्यू होगा F, नेट फोर्स जो होगा वह क्या होगा, एफ ए माइनस एफ बी और एफ बी माइनस एफ ए, कुछ भी आप ले लीजिए। तो अब आप इसको लिखिए यहां से कि F इक्वल्स टू व्हाट, 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट क्यू क्यू बाई एल प्लस एक्स का स्क्वायर माइनस 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट क्यू इंटू क्यू बाई एल माइनस एक्स का स्क्वायर होगा ये। अब यहां से जो कॉमन है उसको कॉमन कर लेते हैं हम लोग, तो F इक्वल्स टू व्हाट, Q इंटू क्यू बाई 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट। व्हाट इज दिस एक्सप्रेशन, 1/L प्लस एक्स का स्क्वायर माइनस 1/L माइनस एक्स का स्क्वायर। इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो क्या आएगा, देखिए Q इंटू क्यू बाई 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट L माइनस एक्स का स्क्वायर माइनस L प्लस एक्स का स्क्वायर बाई L प्लस एक्स का स्क्वायर इंटू L माइनस एक्स का स्क्वायर होगा. दिस व्हाट इज दिस बॉस? नाउ write it down. Where is the dust? Okay, I got it. So write it down, then we shall move from here. Now see, अब जब ये नेट फोर्स इस पे निकल रहा है तो नेट फोर्स की वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी? तो देखते हैं यहां से F इक्वल्स टू क्यू बाई 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट. ये कितना होगा? एल स्क्वायर कैंसिल, एक्स स्क्वायर कैंसिल, माइनस 2lx एंड माइनस 2lx मीन्स माइनस 4lx बाई एल प्लस एक्स स्क्वायर इंटू एल माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर. So we can write it a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square का square. So F equals to q into q 4 pi epsilon naught minus 4lx by l square minus x square का square. Right? Now see, as x is very less than l. ये मैंने बताया था कि डेविएशन जो होगा वो स्मॉल डेविएशन के लिए होगा, बहुत छोटा सा डेविएशन होगा. तो x, सो l स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर, l स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर इज ऑलमोस्ट इक्वल टू व्हाट? l स्क्वायर, ऑलमोस्ट इक्वल टू l स्क्वायर. तो नाउ what this equation will be? This equation will look like F equals to q minus q 4 pi epsilon naught 4l by l square and then square to l to the power 4 into x. Into x, so 4 will get cancelled. Here F equals to what? Minus q l by pi epsilon naught l cube here into x. Compare this equation. F equals to minus omega square x. F equals to minus omega square x, and this force is the restoring force here. F equals to minus omega square x. So you can compare it. So now it signifies that this is equation for motion of SHM. Simple harmonic motion equation, it is like that. Now see the second problem, what this tells. This is a circular ring, and suppose positive charge is uniformly distributed. On this ring. This is its center, and now suppose a negative charge of minus q is placed at a distance of x from its center on its axis. This is its axis. At a distance of x, a charge minus q is placed there. So what will happen? In this case, this is the positive charge, linearly positive charge, linear density of this charge is lambda, already given in the problem. So positively charged ring, what will be the direction of electric field here? Oh sorry, direction of electric field is in direction. In this direction the electric field exists. So electric field exists on its axis in outward direction. So what will happen, since this is negative charge, so the force will be acted opposite to the electric field. So it will be, this will be the direction of Fe, force. And what is the force? So you are known the equation of electric field at a distance of x due to this ring. We can write it. How we can write? See how we can write. So E equals to K means 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught lambda. Lambda is the linear charge density or the total charge. Suppose the total charge is given Q, so we don't need lambda here, Q into this distance is x by this distance to the power 3 by 2 means r square plus x square here to the power 3 by 2. This is the expression of force, expression of electric field, Q. So net force on this charge minus Q, force on minus Q will be F equals to minus Q into E, because it is, the force is acting opposite to the direction of the electric field. Put the value. Now what we can write, F equals to minus KQX y r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2 into into Q. So now what we can write here, again suppose r is very greater than x, r is very greater than x, so we can write r square plus x square is almost equal to r square. So now what this equation look like, F equals to KQQ by r square to the power 3 by 2 means r cube, right? Minus sign is already there, write it bigger, minus sign is already there, and x. Now compare it with the equation of simple harmonic motion. What it will be, F equals to minus omega square into x. So this will represent the force, this will omega square, this will x. Easily you can compare it with the equation of SHM. So this is the equation of SHM here. This is equation for SHM, simple harmonic motion equation. So now here it is easy. If you want to find out the time period, we can write it 2 pi by 2 k square, omega equal to 2 pi by t square, k q by r cube, 2 pi square into r cube equals to KQQ into T square. So from here, is it visible? Perhaps it is visible. We can write T equals to what? 2 pi under root, then it will be 2 pi r cube means 1r out of integration, then r by k q under root. It's the time period. It's the time period of this simple harmonic motion. How it will, but how it will move simple harmonic, this equation is fine, that is fine, but how it is able to do simple harmonic motion? Let's see the story. What see? It is a ring. It is a ring. Suppose this is the ring. So it has both sides, na? To both side at a distance of x. Both side at a distance of x. This is also, na? This is also fine. This is also x. The field is same. So when it is this side, the force will act towards the center. That's why it will act as the restoring force. Now when it goes from other side, again the force will act towards the center. So if a force is acting in such a way that is always tries to bring the particle towards a particular point where the particle acceleration is 0 but velocity is not 0, so in this condition we can say that this is the equation for SHM. So in this way this particle will do simple harmonic motion. So now if you get some different questions in your IIT JEE exam or advanced exam, what steps you have to take? First of all, think when without getting this equation, without getting any calculation work, you have to think. What you have to think? You see that if the force is acting on the particle, how the force will act, and then what will be the behavior of motion of that particle, in which direction the particle will move, either it will stop or not stop. In this way, first you have to analyze the problem in your mind, then start with your pen and do the simple calculation. If you know the concept, it is easier for you to find out the equation. That is fine. Now we shall see one error problem. It is very important also. Here see the concept of some basic concept of rotation, how it can be applied with the help of this ring material also, a non-conducting ring material also. So we can take it, how we are able to find out the value. Hello, now see this problem. What is this? This is a circular ring of radius r. The charge is uniformly distributed on this arc only and this only. Here it is given lambda means plus lambda. It will look like t. It should be written as lambda. And it is minus lambda because minus charge is there, negative charge is there, that's why it is written minus lambda. Now suppose an electric field of E, electric field of magnitude E, what is this? E is applied in this direction, just horizontally forward. I am not giving this line here because I have to do some calculational work, that's why. But suppose electric field exists in that direction, throughout this part. Now this ring starts doing pure rolling. Ring performs pure rolling, then friction force equals to what? That we have to calculate. The ring performs pure rolling. If it is doing pure rolling, what is the friction force? So this is a very conceptual question, and you have to understand it. See the concept. What are the concept and how this will look like? See since the electric field acts in this horizontal direction, so here it is positive charge, linearly distributed positive charge are there, so it will apply the force on this positive charge, and this is negative charge, so a force will act, suppose if you take a on this particular direction, in the direction of the electric field, and on this negative charge the net field will act towards the opposite to the direction of electric field. So this field, what this field will actually look like, and this will look like, this will try to rotate this ring, this will try to rotate this ring, so ring will try to rotate, but what will happen, this positive charge and this positive charge both are equal in magnitude, but the direction of force are opposite to each other, so it will form a force couple like of thing. ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज है और ये निगेटिव चार्ज है, तो जब ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज है और दोनों का मैग्नीट्यूड इक्वल है, तो पॉजिटिव चार्ज पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के डायरेक्शन में फोर्स लगेगा और निगेटिव चार्ज पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में फोर्स लगेगा। तो जब इस पे अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में फोर्स लगेगा और इस पे डायरेक्शन में फोर्स लगेगा, तो नेट फोर्स इस पे क्या हो जाएगा, जीरो। नेट फोर्स इस पे क्या है, जीरो। क्वेश्चन बोल रहा है कि ये जो रफ सरफेस पे रखा हुआ है, तो रिंग परफॉर्म्स प्योर रोलिंग, इट शुड बी क्लियरली रिटेन हियर, परफॉर्म्स प्योर rolling, then friction force equal to what? It means that you have studied that in case of force couple, the net force on the system is definitely zero, but the net torque is not at all zero there, but because this force and this force are acting in opposite direction, this will look like this, just see here, this is force and this is also the force, it is positive, it is negative, definitely it is negative, that's why it is in direction. Now it is the center, so net force on the center, if we see the net force on this center, these two forces are equal and opposite in direction, so net force on this system is still zero, but see boss here, see from here, net torque is definitely not zero. So this force will try to rotate this particle in clockwise direction, and this will also try to rotate this ring in the clockwise direction, so net torque is not at all zero. So first calculate the torque and then see how friction will come here. I shall explain it later. First see, because there are two parts. First we have to calculate the torque, because force is definitely zero on this particle. So force is not going to do anything here. But what we have to do, we have to find out the torque. So first calculate the torque. How we shall calculate it? Because the charge is linearly distributed. So you know that in case of linear distribution of charge, what we do? We take a only point charge, performs write the equation for it, and then integrate for whole process. So I am removing it. It was for the explanation part, and I am removing it. So what will happen? एक छोटा सा पार्ट यहां पे लेते हैं dx का, dx लेंगे और इस पे कितना चार्ज कंसीडर करेंगे, तो dq। एलिमेंट कौन सा लेंगे, तो dx। कितना, यहाँ थीटा मान लेते हैं ये एंगल, तो थीटा एंगल के बाद ये छोटा सा पार्ट थीटा, तो ये कितना एंगल बना लेगा भाई, डी थीटा। डी थीटा बनाएगा ये, ऑब्वियसली डी थीटा बना लेगा इस पे। अब बताइए कि जब हम टॉर्क की बात करते हैं, तो टॉर्क से पहले मुझे फोर्स चाहिए होगा, वह फील्ड निकालना पड़ेगा, और जब उस फील्ड को हम कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे यहां से, तब इसके कारण जो टॉर्क क्लॉकवाइज इस डायरेक्शन में टॉर्क और इस डायरेक्शन में टॉर्क जो लगेगा उस टॉर्क को इंटीग्रेट करेंगे तो नेट टॉर्क देखिए क्या होगा जब हम टाउ की बात करेंगे। नेट टाउ, सपोज दिस इज टाउ 1, टाउ पॉजिटिव, एक्चुअली क्या होना चाहिए कि टाउ इक्वल टू टाउ पॉजिटिव प्लस टाउ निगेटिव, निगेटिव चार्ज के कारण होना चाहिए ये। अब देखिए ये दोनों क्या करेगा, क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में ही कर रहा है, दोनों एक ही डायरेक्शन में इस रिंग को रोटेट करवाने का ट्राई करेगा, इसीलिए नेट टाउ जो होगा वह टाउ पॉजिटिव प्लस टाउ निगेटिव के बराबर होगा। और चूंकि दोनों पे चार्ज जो है वो लीनियर चार्ज डेंसिटी, लीनियर चार्ज पर यूनिट लेंथ जो है वो कांस्टेंट है, इसीलिए टाउ पॉजिटिव जो होगा वो टाउ निगेटिव के बराबर होगा। तो यहां टाउ इक्वल्स टू जो हो जाएगा वह टाउ टोटल, टाउ नेट, यहां टाउ नेट की बात करेंगे तो जो टाउ नेट होगा वह 2 इंटू टाउ के बराबर हो जाएगा, आइदर इट इज पॉजिटिव आइदर इट इज निगेटिव। लगाना पड़ेगा। अब ये पार्टिकल जब ये टाउ लगाएगा यहां से, ठीक से देखिएगा, जब ये टाउ लगाएगा यहां से तो टाउ किधर जाएगा, ये एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन होगा, इसी एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन, इसी एक्सिस के अलोंग ये रिंग जो है वो रोटेट करेगा। दिस रिंग विल परफॉर्म द रोटेशन अलोंग दिस एक्सिस। सो this is the axis of rotation and tau has to be calculated around this axis, because always we consider in calculating torque what we see, a force of application, point of force of application, either it is cutting the line of axis of rotation or not. If it is parallel to the line of axis of rotation or if it cuts at anywhere on the axis of rotation, then the net torque is 0, doesn't matter force is acting on or not. So here it is the part, so a force is here, so definitely these two are not going to interact with each other, definitely the charge here, so the force on it will act in this direction. And what is this? This is dF. So here what we can write, dF equals to what, dq into E, dq into E, this is the force. And now torque, how do we find the torque? This is the rotation axis, force will act, one force is this dF, another dF is like this. So draw here, this is the perpendicular distance, this is the perpendicular distance, and this is theta, this is r, so this is r sin theta. Here we can write either this distance, so this is the perpendicular distance, it is r sin theta. So tau equals to what, d tau equals to df into r sin theta, it is the perpendicular distance. So d tau equals to what, dq df into r sin theta, because r sin theta is the perpendicular distance, you can draw the perpendicular also here, it will be same. So d tau equal to r sin theta, here d tau equals to df equals to what, dq into E r sin theta. Now what is the value of dq, this is dx, so charge on it dq will be lambda into dx, because lambda is the charge per unit length. So here we shall write d tau equal to E R sin theta and dq equal to lambda into dx. Lambda into dx. This is upon R dx. So what is the relation between dx and d theta? This is L, this is R, this is the radius of this ring, R. So definitely d theta equals to dx by R. So dx equals to r d theta, theta equal to L by R. Put it here. What we can write? D tau equals to E R sin theta lambda and dx equals to r d theta. R d theta. Write it here. So now we can write from here this equation. Now it is easy to get. Now it is easy to get the things. D tau equals to lambda E R square common lambda E R square, all are common, sin theta into d theta. So now tau equals to integration of d tau, meaning that tau equals to integration of lambda E R square sin theta into d theta, and the theta will vary from there to there. Here it is theta. So when it is there 0 and when it is there pi, so 0 say pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, the tau equals to what? Lambda E R square common integration of sin theta, what is? Minus cos theta. 0 to pi by 2. So what it will be? Tau equals to lambda E R square cos pi by 2 0 and cos 0 1 to minus minus. We write this cos pi by 2 plus cos 0. Cos 0. Now tau equal to what? Lambda E R square. Write it down. We have got the torque. So net torque is 2 tau. We can simply get the tau. So we can now find out 2 tau. First write it down. Then we shall. Have you written? Right? Fine. So now I am removing this. All these things. Nothing to do with us now. This is an important topic. So see. Tau equals to lambda. So now tau net tau equals to 2 into tau. Tau means lambda E R square. That is fine. So now remove this also. Now we have got the tau net. This tau net, force is 0. Suppose if it would not be a rough surface, यदि यह एक रफ सरफेस नहीं होता तो क्या होता? नेट फोर्स कितना है इस पे? 0. नेट फोर्स इज 0. अगर ये नेट फोर्स 0 है तो यह मोशन तो करेगा नहीं, मतलब लीनियर मोशन तो नहीं होगा इसका. नेट फोर्स 0 है. अब बात करें, लेकिन नेट टॉर्क 0 नहीं है. नेट टॉर्क 0 नहीं है तो ये क्या करता? रोटेट करते रहता अपने पोजीशन पे, आगे नहीं बढ़ता. इट मीन्स कि सेंटर ऑफ मास का एक्सीलरेशन क्या होता है? 0 होता. कब? जब ये स्मूथ सरफेस होता तब 0 होता, लेकिन यह स्मूथ सरफेस नहीं है. स्मूथ सरफेस नहीं है, इसका मतलब है कि जैसे ही इस पे नेट टॉर्क काम करेगा, नेट फोर्स अभी भी 0 है, नेट टॉर्क जैसे इस पे काम करेगा तो यह पॉइंट जो है, दिस पॉइंट, ये पॉइंट इधर मूव करने का एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में, वो जमीन के कांटेक्ट में जो मूव करने का कोशिश करेगा, तो डेफिनेटली एक फोर्स जो है वो सरफेस पे आ जाएगा, और वो चूंकि रफ सरफेस है तो ये कौन सा फोर्स होगा? फ्रिक्शन का फोर्स, फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन होगा, ये फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन है। अब क्या होगा, जब फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन आएगा यहां पे, जैसे ही फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन आएगा तो ये सेंटर ऑफ मास जो है, या सेंटर ऑफ मास, ये सेंटर ऑफ मास आगे की तरफ मूव कर जाएगा और इसको एक एक्सीलरेशन मिल जाएगा। सेंटर ऑफ मास, इस सेंटर को एक एक्सीलरेशन मिल जाएगा, एक डायरेक्शन में मिलेगा। अब वो एक्सीलरेशन को निकालना है। ये चूंकि क्वेश्चन में लिखा हुआ है कि रिंग परफॉर्म्स प्योर रोलिंग, अगर ये प्योर रोलिंग करता है तो टॉ इक्वल्स टू आई इंटू अल्फा होता है। अब चूंकि हमको करना क्या है, सो देखिए कि यदि इसका मास भी m होगा, हम करना क्या चाहते हैं, एक्चुअली ये बोर्ड पूछ रहा है कि फोर्स निकालिए, तो फोर्स इक्वल टू क्या होता है? m इंटू ए। अब आपको f निकालने के लिए a निकालना पड़ेगा, और हम a निकालना चाहते हैं। a कैसे निकालेंगे? अगर अल्फा निकल गया, ये एंगुलर एक्सीलरेशन इसका निकल गया, तो डेफिनेटली एंगुलर एक्सीलरेशन से हम लोग क्या निकाल सकते हैं? लीनियर एक्सीलरेशन। a इक्वल्स टू आर अल्फा लगा देंगे यहां से, तो टॉ इक्वल्स टू आई अल्फा। टॉ कितना है? 2 लैम्डा ई आर स्क्वायर इंटू आई। आई कितना होता है? एम आर स्क्वायर इंटू अल्फा। और आर के बीच में क्या रिलेशन होता है? a इक्वल्स टू आर इंटू अल्फा, ये होता है रिलेशन। तो यहां से रखते हैं हम लोग, क्या हो जाएगा? 2 लैम्डा आर स्क्वायर तो कैंसिल हो जाएगा। e इक्वल्स टू एम आर अल्फा, अल्फा इक्वल टू ए बाई आर, नहीं तो एम अल्फा इक्वल्स टू ए बाई आर। तो यहां से ए कितना हो जाएगा? 2 लैम्डा ई बाई 2 लैम्डा ई आर बाई एम। This is the acceleration, simple. Now this is the acceleration, so force equal to m into a, तो F equals to what? m into a 2 lambda e r by m, so m will get cancelled and F equals to 2 lambda e r. This is the force of friction. This is the force of friction that we have calculated it. So it is simple, but we have to learn the concept. This is a very good problem, as I think it's a good problem. Such types of problems are always good, where look some concept and also rotation. So what happens? 0. So we have forgot about force, we have calculated tau. We show you how torque is calculated, and when torque is calculated, it is doing pure rolling. Pure rolling means tau equals to I into alpha. Tau equals to I into alpha. So when tau equals to I into alpha, so we put the value, we get the value of A, we get the value of A, and now after that F equals to MA. This is the simple. So in the next class, we shall also do some good problems. Till now, stay safe, study hard. Thank you very much.